What's going on YouTube? This is the Jordan 10 Steel with the toe cap, real versus rep. The replica pair is the size 12. The retail pair is the 11.5 to your right. The size 12 on the rep tag is thicker than the 11.5 font on the retail tag. Also on the barcode, the rep to your left, it's darker and the numbers are bigger than they are on the retail tag. The retail tag looks a little more glossier than the rep tag. It looks a little bit more flat to me. Retail again to the right, rep to the left. This time the retail box is bigger. I did get my retail pair from In, and I would like to show you the tag that came on it. These shipped from the UK, and you can see this tag in the UK, it's a size 10.5. This is the retail box. You can see that the Air Jordan Wings logo looks more red and a little more bright on the retail box than it does on this rep here to the left. Also, all these colors here are a little brighter and this one's a little darker. So everything on the rep box looks a little reddish, whereas it looks a little more orangish red on the retail box. And everything that's in black and white is a little lighter on the retail box than it is on the rep box. Retail box, wings logo, rep box, wings logo. Back of the boxes looks similar, flat black. The text on both boxes looks similar. It's just the size of the boxes are different. So that's the retail box, and that is the replica box. Retail writing on the back of the box, rep writing on the back of the box. This is part of my In receipt, and this is the maker of the rep shoe. There's the website, Insta, WhatsApp, and a discount code for you. Paper feels similar, except the rep paper is a little thinner and a little more see-through than the retail paper, but not a whole lot of difference. Inside the retail lid, I've seen some retail pairs that came from the US and they have a stamp in here in the box. This pair from In does not, but this is the sizing of the retail box. It also has that in the corner. Here is the inside of the rep box. You can see a little difference in the inside of the cardboard. There is the rep box sizing, and it also has that in the corner, which looks very similar. There are both stamps. Rep is closest to you, and the retail is further back. You can see the retail is just a little thinner, but very difficult to tell the difference between those two. Box size differences, retail in the back, rep is closer to. This is the inside of the rep box. It has that same stamp. This is the inside of the retail box, and it also has that stamp in the corner. Retail versus rep. I put them like this so you could see some differences. On the retail pair, see that comes to more of a point, but on the rep pair, it's a little more rounded right there. Same thing when you get to this point here. On the retail pair, it comes to more of a point. Also, you can see a difference in the toe box on this rep pair versus the retail pair. This angle makes it a little bit harder to see, so I'll put them toe to toe so you can see the differences. On the retail pair here, there's a little wider gap than there is here on the rep pair. And I did think that the toe box was a little bit bigger on this one than it is on this one, which you'll see. This part here, maybe the mud guard, it's just a little more, it looks the same, but it looks like it's deeper in the shoe. So the shape looks similar. There's a little bit more of a crest here than there is there. So let's put them toe to toe. Now they are toe to toe, and you can see the difference in the toe box. This retail pair is sleeker. This is the left shoe. I will say that the left shoe does look more sleek than the right retail shoe, which I'll show you a little bit. But toe to toe, you can see that the toe cap has a lot less space than that toe cap. That one is taller. It's higher than the retail pair. Also, you can see the leather is more tumbled in between the gray stripes is what I'm going to call them, the zebra stripes, than it is on the rep pair, which might be, you can't see it as well on the camera, so I'm going to zoom in. Here are both the right shoes. The retail is on the top, the rep is on the bottom. I was trying to get them a little closer so you can see what I'm saying about the toe box. That toe box and that toe cap is a little bit bigger on the rep pair. Tumble leather on the rep pair versus the tumble leather on the retail pair. So when you have them next to each other, you can just see the difference in the shapes of the shoes and the materials, and that bigger toe cap stands out more on the rep pair on your left. Facing forward, retail pair, rep pair to your left. You can still see the difference in the size of the toe cap on the rep pair That second part of the toe cap looks more similar in size, but forward overall, they look a lot more similar. The retail pair came laced up all the way to the top, as you can see right there, whereas the rep pair was not laced up all the way to the top. And so it looks like the retail pair, like the stripes just line up more with the lace eyelets a little better all the way through, whereas the top, they don't seem like they line up, but lacing it might fix that issue. There are the tongues. The rep pair is on your left. Both of them are imprinted the same. The materials feel the same, but you can see the pair to your left that the tongue, the letters on the tongue are thicker than they are on this pair to the right, just slightly. And the retail pair is a bit more shiny, but other than that, the designs look the same. Even the material inside the shoes feel the same. Here are the backs of the shoes. There is the rep Jumpmans to your left, retail Jumpmans to your right. So you can tell that the retail, the Jumpman has longer legs. He has shorter legs on the rep pair. Also on his head, it's not as round on the rep pair. It kind of is angled back. The rest of the shoe from behind looks pretty similar.
Rep pair does look a little taller though.
Jumpman close-ups on the rep. Jumpman close-ups on the retail. Here is the rep tag on the left shoe, rep tag on the right shoe, retail tag on the left shoe, retail tag on the right shoe. Both tags together, you can see that it's easier to read the writing on the retail tag. The rep tag looks like it crumples up a little bit more, and the color on the retail tag in the camera, it looks a little bit more off-white than the tag on the replica pair. Insoles, rep to the left, retail to the right, both came with paper. The retail pairs from the UK do not have the size sticker on them. I believe the pairs from the US do. Instead, you will have this on your retail insole if you got a pair that's from the UK like I did. Rep pair to your left, so I'll bring it over closer to the retail left pair, and we can take a closer look at that. The printing actually looks identical on these this time around, and the material feels the same. For the right rep, let's bring it over to the right retail, and the same thing there. The Nike Air looks similar. It's a little more flat than it is on the retail pair. See that extra sheen? So the retail pair has a little bit of sheen when the light hits it, whereas the rep pair does not. This is the retail pair. If you can see the inscription in it, OF-8 MS size, the pound sign, dream sale. The rep pair, which says the same thing, though it's a little bit harder to see it in there. It's not stamped in as good. Oh, so you see that box around it on the rep pair. You don't see a box around it on the retail pair. This is inside the left retail pair. This is inside of the right retail pair. Inside of the left rep pair. Inside of the right rep pair. These are the soles, rep pair to the left, retail pair to the right. Retail to the right, rep to the left. So as you look at the writing on the sole, you can see that on the retail pair, it's thinner and it's stamped deeper than it is on the rep pair. Also, you can see that the color on the gray differs just ever so slightly. And I'm going to bring them up. They both say the same thing for the most part, except if you look at 91 on the rep sole to the left, instead of saying championship, it says champion-sh. And there are the Jordans on the sole, a little bit of difference in color. So that is the left shoe. We'll start at the reverse end on the right shoes. Same thing with the Jumpman color. It's a little more blue on the retail pair. You can see the difference in the gray. The letters under the retail pair are thinner and deeper, where they're a little wider and less deep on the rep pair. This time, this one got all of the writing down. Black light is on the retail pair. The white turns like a purple color. You can see the stitching is glowing on it. You can also see some glue stains from the front. The stitching does not glow, but what you can see glowing are some guidelines. I haven't seen that on these pairs before. So let's look at the side. Back to back, retail to the right. See that stitching glow. You can see the glue glow. And then here is the rep pair. Look at all that glow on the guidelines. You can see the guideline glow all over this pair. Around back there, up in the black, and even on the toe cap. So the guideline would be a giveaway that you have a rep pair if your stitching is not glowing. Might not be able to see it on here, but the gray on the rep pair looks more purple under the black light, whereas the gray under the retail pair stays more gray. And you can see the Jumpman stays blue, and he's a little brighter blue on the rep pair. Reps to your left. When the black light hits the inside of the shoe, it glows a blue color really bright. When the black light hits the inside of the retail pair, it does not glow as bright. You can see the stitching light up, and that is about it. Versus in the rep pair, the whole inside of the shoe seems to be lighting up with that. Tongue tags seem to light up the same. All right, rep paper to your left, retail paper to your right. Both of those turn blue. Rep insoles turn a purple under the light. Retail insoles stay whiter. The retail pair glows a little greenish under the light. So there, maybe you can see that a little better. The rep pair glows a lot more blue under the light. And I'll put them together. Maybe you can see that just a little bit more on those two. So rep pair left, retail right, so it's gonna look lighter. And then there you have the boxes. They seem to glow in the same points of the box. So the black light might not tell you much on the box. Let's look at the label. And here are the labels: retail label, rep label. Both of them seem to reflect similar to me, except the writing on the retail label looks a little more off-white, whereas everything that's white on the rep label glows the same color, if you can see. Inside the shoe, this is the rep pair. Look at that hole. That's something you should pay attention to legit check your pair. This is inside the retail pair. That hole is much deeper and the lines more. Paper and insoles are back in them. Rep to the left, retail to the right. All right, retail pair came from in. The rep pair came from Dandy Shoe. There they are, toe to toe. Rep, retail.
Like and subscribe.